It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now looks to throw. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. 2nd and 4.
56, 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Eagles 14, Bills nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Looking deep for Jennings. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strongest safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go on this one.
It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch out now. 50 series. Right, 97. Ready?
On play action, here's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Alec Ingold from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, now how about this return? He's to midfield. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd and 9, Tua. Out route to Hill, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action, now Purdy. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game's slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down. 38. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Flag 2. 43 rounds. Watch out now. 50 series.
2 to throw again. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps should go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Ready, set.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Ray McLeod. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They faked the handoff. Now Tua under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Azeez Al-Shaair coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Right, 97.
Looking to pass. Tua. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game. probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And some room to work. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Purdy. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action here. Purdy to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their time. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Here we go with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Niners 35, Dolphins 21. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
17.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no shot at another touchdown here as he'll take a knee and bring this one out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 4th down, here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Tua to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Right, 60.
Now Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So the victory here for San Francisco. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Dalton right to the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of the opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when they showed up.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner, and when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
From midfield, here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Tua on 4th down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And he will bring it back. It's a... The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3 yards remain for second down.
11, MT. 11,
they're passing here, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, His guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their